Tonight on Reality Michael, forget the rumors. The real reason Jasmine hasn't seen her kids in years is way deeper than anyone online is admitting. This story isn't just about her. It's about how we judge mothers at lightning speed. So hit like, tap subscribe, ring that bell, because you're about to get the truth no one else is telling. You know what hits people harder than any cheating scandal on 90 Day Fiancé? A mom on TV saying she hasn't seen her kids in years. The internet instantly screams she abandoned them. But the real story behind Jasmine not seeing her sons is way more complicated. And honestly, it says a lot about us and how fast we judge mothers. Let's unpack that from a psychological angle. So, quick context. Jasmine Pineda has 3 children, 2 sons who live in Panama with family, and baby Matilda, who was born in the U.S. after her relationship with Matt. Fans have dragged her for not bringing her boys over or even flying back to visit. But behind the scenes, there's a messy mix of immigration red tape, money, health, and past trauma. Reports say that when Gino first filed Jasmine's paperwork, he didn't include her sons on the immigration forms. That mistake alone may mean years of delay before she can legally bring them to the U.S. On top of that, she's not a citizen yet. She's a permanent resident working with an immigration lawyer to fix it. And she said she's hoping for a slow, step-by-step reunion rather than a quick TV moment. Now, does that mean she's a perfect mom? No. Does it mean the story is more than deadbeat mother? Absolutely. Real-life example number 1, the immigration maze. Think of an immigrant parent who leaves kids with grandparents for just a year to get papers, a job, and a stable place to live. 1 year becomes 3. Phone calls and video chats slowly replace hugs. The kids feel abandoned, even though in the parent's mind, everything they're doing is for the kids. Psychologically, this is called cognitive dissonance. The brain tries to hold, I'm a good parent, and I'm not physically there at the same time. So the parent clings to the sacrifice narrative to survive the guilt. Real-life example number 2, the economic trade-off. Picture a nurse working abroad sending money home every month, paying for school, food, and medical care. Family back home praises her, but her child grows up saying, my mom chose money over me. The brain of that child is wired to value presence over provision. Attachment theory tells us kids build safety from consistent, physical caregiving. When that's missing, they often rewrite the story as, I wasn't important enough. So where does that leave Jasmine? Her sons are in Panama. Immigration mistakes and paperwork delays are real. Her youngest son has special needs and lives with her mother where there's an established support system. At the same time, she chose to pursue love, TV fame, and a new baby in the U.S., which absolutely feeds into the perception that the kids came second. Psychologically, it's probably both. Structural barriers, visas, money, special needs care, custody, personal choices, prioritizing romance, survival, and self-image in front of millions of viewers. And here's the uncomfortable part for us as viewers. We love simple villains. Our brains like clean labels, good mom, bad mom, because nuance is exhausting, but real life is messier. A person can be genuinely attached to their kids and still make choices that deeply wound them. If you took anything from this, let it be this question. Before we call someone a monster, do we actually understand the system they're trapped in and the stories they're telling themselves to cope? If you enjoyed this kind of psychological deep dive into 90 Day Fiancé drama, gently tap that like button, maybe subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown, and tell me in the comments, do you see Jasmine more as selfish, stuck, or somewhere in between?